So I said, you can't leave. And she started trying to charge past me. And when I mean charge, she was charging with everything she had. And I had to restrain her in the hallway. And eventually, and she was like, I'm leaving, I'm going. I'm like, I'm sorry, you can't leave. Like, I can't let you leave. You're going to hurt yourself. And then she would pass out, like, completely. And I would go like this, be like, babe, are you okay? Wake up, wake up, wake up. And then she would wake up and be like, "Ah!" and fucking rage instantly, charging past me again. And like, you can't leave. And then pass out again. And then, baby, you okay? You okay? Wake up. Ah! Like she was in total, utter, insane mania. And eventually I resorted to picking her up by the arms, right up in the air, and walking over to the bed, throwing her on the bed. I'm like, you can't leave. Just stay in the bed. It's okay. We're gonna be fine. Just relax. It's gonna be fine. Please. I can't let you leave. You know, I don't want you to get hurt. You're gonna get hurt. And then she would rage at me again, pick her up, throw her on the bed. And then I was throwing her quite far, probably like 4 feet, 3 feet onto the bed. And then she'd look at me like I was abusing her. I'm like, please, just please stop, you know. But I had to protect her. At least that's what I felt I had to do. And eventually I knew this was going to end badly. And I knew it was going to get turned around on me. So I called 911 and I put it on speakerphone. Maybe it wasn't on speakerphone, but I called 911. She was in the bed at this point. I had picked her up, thrown her on the bed this went on for about 20 minutes. It was the most terrifying thing in my life. I ended up with PTSD from this and flashbacks for a very long time. And it really damaged me. Called 911 and I said, please come. She's trying to leave and she's been passing out and she's going to get hurt. Please send somebody to help. And then she picked up some sort of, I didn't know what it was, but it was a sharp object. It was like a wooden, some sort of wooden, like a bird or something, and she was holding it like you would hold like this is like this. She was holding it towards me. And I said, put it down. I think I thought it was a knife. It was a sharp object. Apparently it was a piece of wood afterwards. But it was a sharp object. And she was holding it up to me. I said, and I was on the phone with 911. And I said, please put it down. She has this in her hand. She's holding it up towards me. And I said, stay in the bed. The police are coming. Just stay in the bed. And they said, don't go near her. And I was like, 6-8 feet away, and eventually the police and ambulance came. I explained what happened. I called my mom, my stepdad. I said, please come and get me. I don't know what to do. They took her. She looked at me like I was a demon. And then I went to the hospital. And she had to get her formed twice. She got formed and she couldn't leave the hospital. She got diagnosed with borderline personality disorder by the psychiatrist. Yeah, I'm having a hard time remembering. She had to go to the hospital twice in one day, I think, and I had to get her. She got formed twice, and then she just lied her way out of it. She had tried to kill herself. She cut her wrist with this object that she held up to me, and she, they were gonna let her go. Oh yeah, the first time the hospital was because of fainting, and the second time was when she was attacking me. they were going to let her go, and I said, and she said, she showed me her wrist before the doctors came in, and I said, why would you do that? And she's, anyways, doctors came in, and they were going to let her go, and they said, everything seems all right. She's acting, because she's very good at putting on an act. She's a very good yoga instructor, and she would put on a real good act in front of everyone else, but then when she came upstairs, she was a disaster. She wasn't always a disaster. She was lovely a lot of the time. I mean, I wouldn't have been in love with her if she wasn't. But they were going to let her go, and I said, Arlene, did you want to show, what was that on your wrist that the doctors, have they seen that? And I said, you might want to take a look at her wrist. And she had tried to kill herself, and they formed her again, so for the second time. And then she got out of that, because she just talks her way out of things.